the 77th Bengal Lancers, brought to you by Jell-O Instant Pudding with 2 brand new flavors, lemon and banana cream. More news about them later.
Why don't you just give up, Storm? You're slaughtered. It's checkmate in 2 moves.
Patience, Rhodes. I'll go down fighting. More glorious in defeat than you are in victory.
Colonel Saab to Sindin, so Amdinde. War regimental office which Vaknache Day.
Chunga Tre, Doctor. Come along, Storm. No need to play it out. Game's mine.
Correction, old colonial. Nobody's game. Stalemate.
What?
With that colossal overconfidence of yours, you don't need an opponent. You play against yourself.
How much did it cost you to have that doctor take my mind off the game at exactly that moment?
Your mind. Oh, come now, Rhodes. Let's not strain our imaginations.
The truth hurts.
No, but I'll admit it's painful to me to hear a grown man crying.
Have a seat, gentlemen. This curious little blob on the map happens to be the state of Raniganj. I know it means little or nothing to you gentlemen, but to me it has great personal importance. You see, I owe my life to the Maharaja Raniganj. He sheltered me there during the mutiny. I was only a young subaltern then. Forgive me, gentlemen. I didn't really call you in here to regale you with my autobiography. But my friend is a very old man now and very ill. He doesn't hope to live out the year. He has 2 nephews who could succeed him to the throne. The older is a dissolute scoundrel named Chetraganj, about 40 years of age, and all of them wasted. The other is still a child, 9 years old, Raj Kumar Ram Lal. The old Raja has chosen the boy to rule after his death.
Logical choice.
Yes. However, the Maharaja believes that when he dies, the boy will not survive him by many days.
You mean Chetraganj would see to that?
As the only obstacle to the throne? Of course.
Well, why doesn't your friend send the boy out of the state? To British India, sir?
That's just the point, Storm. He can't. Chetraganj has gained control of the court. The old man and the child are little better than prisoners in their own palace, waiting execution.
How did you learn of this, sir?
I have a letter here from Mr. Fitzgerald, the resident of Raniganj State. He's been unable to see the old man or the child for several months. Recently, the boy's sister reached him with a plea for help from the old Maharaja.
Why doesn't the resident do something?
His hands are tied by protocol.
We'll take a force to Raniganj and get the boy out, sir.
No. But I may allow you to go down there, gentlemen, to play some polo.
Polo?
An armed force has no right to enter an Indian state without an invitation. But Chetraganj has often boasted that his polo team can beat any team in the British Empire, including our own.
And the 77th always travels with its arms. A convenient regimental custom, sir.
Polo it is, then.
I've sent off the challenge to Chetraganj. If he accepts it, we have our excuse to enter the state. We'll send our polo ponies ahead by rail. We'll take our best players and an honor guard of lancers. You take any steps you deem expedient to rescue the child, short of violence.
I don't understand, sir.
Chetraganj would relish an incident which could discredit the old Maharaja. Under no circumstances will you use force of arms. Is that clear, gentlemen?
Yes, sir. Very clear, sir.
Wasn't Colonel Standish the officer that was sheltered here by my uncle during the mutiny? The good Colonel's move is so very, very obvious. Like the opening for a fool's mate.
Of course, you won't accept the challenge.
I won't?
Walk softly, Your Highness. I support your claim to the throne for one reason only.
With a child ruler, the English would enter the state. Is it wise to invite them here at this time?
I shall welcome them, my dear Vizier, with all their horses, lances, and guns. I've found soldiers to be stupid people and easily provoked. The White Knight moves across the board to threaten the castle, and I accept the challenge. When the English enter a peaceful state for a polo match, do they usually come fully armed?
The 77th is a regiment of great tradition, Your Highness.
Rhodes and Storm, 77th Bengal Lancers, sir.
Fitzgerald, resident commissioner. I do wish you fellows hadn't turned up with all that armament. It doesn't really look right. Not quite cricket and all that.
Cricket, sir? We've come for polo.
Quite. Oh, well, there's nothing to be done about it now. Come along. May I present to Your Highness Lieutenant Rhodes and Lieutenant Storm of Her Majesty's 77th Bengal Lancers. His Highness, the Rai Bahadur, the Raja Lal Jaswant Singh Chetragunj, Prince of the Ranagunj State and Companion of the Order of the Star of India.
All frightfully imposing, don't you think? Mr. Storm, you were at Harrow, I believe.
Yes, I was.
I was at Eton myself, but I'm delighted you could come, all the same.
Delighted to be here, all the same.
Colonel Standish sends his regards to your uncle, the Maharaja.
Pity he couldn't receive them in person. He's confined to his chambers, you know.
So we've heard. What's the nature of his illness, Your Highness?
Old age.
We did hope to see the heir to the throne, the Rajkumar Ramlal.
Also confined to his chambers.
Not with old age.
No, my dear Mr. Storm, with extreme youth. Also a very dangerous condition. He's been rather strenuously occupied today. With mud pies, I believe. He's napping now. We have to take care of his health.
We know what you mean, Your Highness.
If you'll excuse us, Your Highness, I will show your guests to their chambers.
One moment. You'll have an opportunity to meet our little prince this afternoon. I'm taking him on a tiger hunt. You're welcome to tag along, that is, if you're not too weary from your long trip with all those guns and ammunition.
We thought they'd come in handy, Your Highness, if we happened to hunt tigers.
Excellent. And we'll play polo in the morning if Colonel Standish didn't forget to send along your polo sticks.
Oh, Colonel Standish has an excellent memory, Your Highness. Now, if you'll excuse us.
Of course. I'm growing a bit weary myself.
Mother India, land of snake charmers and charming snakes.
Expect he went to Eton.
Read it, what does it say?
Must see you tonight. Wait in your quarters. I'll send for you.
Obviously, it was meant for me. You left something out, didn't you? Must see you both.
Oh, well, she had to say that. Just observing a matter of form.
I observed that matter of form.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. I reached your quarters and turned around to find you gone. Was I moving too fast for you?
No. But everything else is.
They have my message. We can only pray that they do not fail us, my uncle.
Colonel Standish is a man who pays his debt. There. Remember, Ramlal, you were a Rajput prince, and such men do not cry.
Ramlal, Saria.
Go with God, my children.
you been saying to him?
I will speak to my uncle in any way I wish, without your sanction.
I'm afraid not. Your visits tire him beyond his strength. The Princess Surya is not to enter the Maharaja's rooms again.
And am I also forbidden to see my uncle?
Who am I to forbid anything to the heir of the Rani Gunj state?
You do it all the time.
Oh, come now, both of you. No recriminations, no family squabbles. Your British friends are waiting. Promise them some sport. You may accompany your sister on the tiger hunt.
No, my cousin. It's time I learn more manly ways. For soon I take a man's place in the state. I will go alone to the hunt.
Your wish is my command, Your Highness. Beaters have driven our cat into the open. Mr. Rhodes, Mr. Storm, you'll come with us for the kill. The little boy will remain here where it's safe. Here he is. After you, Your Highness.
Bad luck, Your Highness. You've wounded him.
We separate, gentlemen. We've got to stop him now.
What happened, Your Highness? Your gun jammed?
I suppose it must have. A most unfortunate accident. Perhaps I'll be luckier tomorrow at polo.
This morning, when I asked you to come here, I had little to convince you of my doubts and fears and intuition. But today at the hunt, you saw the proof with your own eyes. My cousin plans the death of my brother through some convenient accident. It would have happened today had it not been for you.
That's why we're here, Your Highness.
But you yourselves are in grave danger now. After what happened at the hunt, my brother has been forbidden to leave the Maharaja's chambers. He's to be held there under guard until you leave the state. For his own safety, my cousin says.
We'll get him out somehow.
But if you do, my cousin can make it appear that you're abducting an heir to the state. And it's within his rights to have you and your handful of lancers shot down in your tracks.
We have a plan, Your Highness, and...
Oh, it's only our honored guests. We heard voices and thought the Rani Surya might be in danger from intruders. Oh, forgive us. Jaw sock to Herne. If I didn't trust the Rani Surya so implicitly, I would swear that this midnight meeting had all the melodramatic implications of a conspiracy.
A conspiracy, Your Highness?
Yes. It would be to your advantage, wouldn't it? To learn our weaknesses? In the polo field, I mean.
Of course. Good night, Your Highness.
Good night, gentlemen.
Good night.
It would be unfortunate if they should attempt to lay hands on the boy. In our desire to defend him from the British, some stray bullet might strike an innocent bystander. Perhaps even the boy himself. Good night, my dear.
Good teamwork there.
Ah, that's good. We managed to come in the last chukker to tie. Remember to keep it that way.
Just like that, huh?
We're playing for time, Storm. If either team scores, the game's up. And I don't mean the polo game.
He deliberately crossed me.
All right, we'll concede the foul. Can't you see he's hurt?
Stretcher Leo! Jaldi Leo! You made that look so good you had me worried. Lucky you landed on your head.
He's badly hurt. Is there a doctor here?
Of course. In the palace. He'll receive every attention. I'm exceedingly sorry about this, Mr. Storm. Would you like to call off the game?
Not if your highness will accept a substitute.
Of course, Mr. Storm.
Dada Lal Singh! Uriao!
And we start with a 70-yard penalty for us.
Naturally.
Okay, वापस जाओ.
Ow! Take me to Maharaja.
Play until the first goal is scored. Delighted to play until the first goal, Your Highness.
अंग्रेज ऑफिसर डॉक्टर सईद को मृत गई उसको मदद दो जल्दी मदद दो
What did you tell them?
only that you were murdering the doctor.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
You make no intrusion. We've been expecting you.
We've come to take the boy out of the state.
Yes, but Shettergan stands ready to stop you.
With Your Highness' consent, there's one way he can't stop us.
What sort of a game are you playing, Mr. Storm?
Polo?
He missed an easy goal there.
For a good player, he missed it too deliberately. And Rhodes?
Still in the palace.
Take some guards and make sure he's taken care of.
time. Take the ball and score.
Hooray! 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 Hooray!
You hit hard, Mr. Storm. Only when I have to, Your Highness. Well done, Ritzel-Dysart.
Come along with me, please, Mr. Fitzgerald.
Just a moment, Your Highness.
You are a resident of this state?
Of course I am.
And it is your duty to see that it is ruled in accordance with the ancient treaty between my ancestors and your government?
I hardly need you to teach me my duties, Your Highness.
Then come along and witness how I would deal with those who break that treaty.
Marry now. Uriao.
Consider this exceedingly irregular, Mr. Fitzgerald? It would appear that the heir to the Raniganj state is being abducted by force.
There must be some mistake.
And I am not the one who has made it. I'm entitled to answer force with force, am I not, Mr. Fitzgerald?
Oh, I'm sure this misunderstanding can be peaceably settled.
Can it? The heir to the throne of Raniganj state, and a minor at that, is being kidnapped, and I am protecting him. Far Kernike wasting Tia Hujao!
I order you to stop this nonsense.
You get no orders here. I summoned you to witness only that I am within my rights.
Then also be a witness to the fact that His Highness Ram Lao is no longer under the jurisdiction of Rani Gunj state. What? Swa Ram Lao has taken oath of allegiance to Her Majesty, the Queen Empress. He's enlisted as a drummer boy in the 77th Bengal Lancers.
But that oath isn't legal. He's a minor.
As you can see, Mr. Fitzgerald, the boy's legal guardian, His Highness the Maharaja, has signed and authorized the boy's enlistment.
All very legal, Your Highness. Ram Lao is now a soldier in the service of Her Majesty Queen Victoria. God bless her.
So, unless you wish to challenge the entire empire, Your Highness, the boy comes with us to fulfill the duties of his enlistment.
You asked me to be here, and I'm a witness to it. At your request, as long as I live.
Your Highness, remember, if any accident happens to a resident within a state, it can cause the dissolution of that state.
Apparently, gentlemen, you've not only won the polo game, but have also succeeded in taking the king's pawn. Order, arms. I'll wager you both play chess as well as polo.
Chess is a soldier's game, Your Highness.
And a pawn can checkmate a king.
So I perceived.